Okay guys, welcome to week 4 in my Creative Week series. I know you guys really enjoy these videos and I love filming them for you, so you're definitely getting more of them. And today's one is pretty long. So what I'm doing here is just swatching out some, all of my Spectrum Noir markers so I can see which ones I have, because I got some new ones recently and I want to make sure that I don't buy duplicate sets. And I also want to see while I'm working on a piece what colors I have, because the caps don't really represent the true color of the marker. So that's just what I'm doing here. I know I said I wouldn't make this a weekly series, but it's probably going to be. Let's be realistic. In fact, you got 2 this week, although the first one was last week's, but yeah. So I was just doing this. I really liked how this came out, and it really helped me, like I said, when doing my sketches and stuff, to see what I had. So here I just decided to split them up into warm colors, cool colors, and the ones I use for like skin tones and stuff. And I found that made that a lot easier. I like to do this with like my colored pencils or my Dilutions ink sprays. It just makes making a piece a lot easier. So then I decided this is the next day and I wanted to draw something and use my new markers, so I drew this girl sketch. I finally got the Pilot Eno in blue, the mechanical pencil, and this was the first time I'd used it, and I really like it because you don't have to erase the lines, which I think is nice. They just kind of blend into your picture. So I'm not really sure. This girl isn't my typical style, but I like when that happens because I don't want to draw like the same thing over and over again, obviously. But I wanted to give her this star eye, and I think it came out really cool. And then I'm just using my Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen in the extra small nib to outline everything. I really like doing the eyes because I feel like it just brings the whole picture to life. I'm just doing some more shading around the face. If you're having trouble with shading, the thing I learned the most that helped me is layers. I never quite understood the layers thing, and once I finally figured it out and started playing with it, it really helps. So start with your lightest shade and then just work your way up in layers. Of course, adding my signature crazy eyelashes. And I'm just using a darker pink there to kind of outline her dress to give her body some definition. And again, more skin layers. Give her some rosy cheeks. And then I went a little crazy with my Pitt pen, but that's alright. I don't say I regret it, but I think it would have been fine without it. There we go, filling in those eyes. It really changes everything. And then I just added some Daniel Smith watercolor in bubblegum pink and the bumblebee yellow from the Jane Davenport set. And that's really all I did to that page. So this is a totally different day again. I decided I had some pictures from Easter, and then I got some new shorts, so I had that. I have this letter from Bree, and after Easter, we did something for my sister. So that's where that picture of us in the bathing suits is from. So I've started a collab with Bree from Documented Journey. And so that video will be coming up next week. So you'll hear more about that. But I wanted to include this envelope in here because I loved the craft envelope. And I wanted to keep her letter in there. So I just washi that in. And then on the back, I just put this journaling card from Tim Holtz and the photo of me and my sister. For when we were kids, we used to take, this is my youngest sister and I have a middle sister too. And my dad used to take the three of us to like a hotel once a year just to kind of chillax. And my sisters are really into like pools and hot tubs. So that was like our vacation, was just going to the hotel itself. And my sister really wanted to do that again. We hadn't done it in a long time. So my aunt took the two of us to a hotel near where I work. And we just kind of spent the day there. And this was us getting ready to go in the hot tub. She had a lot of fun, I think. So I'm just putting time flies there and adding some stickers. And I'm going to write a little bit about the photo under it. And that sticker says sweetness. And here I'm just going through my stickers, trying to find things I want to use. Okay, and then I'm going to start this page. This page was about Easter. I went to breakfast with my father on Easter, and then I had to work, but he organized a scavenger hunt for my youngest sister, and this was also something he used to do for us when we were younger. Him and my aunts would get stuff for Easter and then make up clues, so we had to go on like a scavenger hunt. And he did that again for her, and she was so excited. She loved it. But I got to be the keeper of the clues, so I was on the phone with them while I was at work, helping her like find the stuff. It was just a really nice day. So I'm just doing a bit of journaling about that. This is a Project Life card that I got from Coco Daisy. You can order just the card set separately. So I liked the cards so much this past month that I ordered it with my planner kit. Usually they sell out before I can nab them, but I got them this past time, which I was super excited about. And I'm using some washi tape that I got in some Happy Mail from Heva over at My Little Journal. Oh, and then it was totally crooked and I couldn't deal with it, guys. I had to peel it up and restick it. Luckily, it peeled up just fine, which is good. So now I'm just going to take some Jane Davenport acrylic paint, and I really wanted this kind of like neutral pinky background, so I just used some of her neutral paints that are probably meant for faces, but that's okay. And I just kind of went a little crazy and put some on the page. No real rhyme or reason to it. What am I doing? Oh, I was trying to find a little like journaling spot, a sticker that I could use as a journaling spot for this photo. My bosses, bless their hearts, they're so sweet. They got me this giant Easter box thing from the Harbor Candy Shop, which is a candy shop we have up here. And it was beautiful, guys, like absolutely beautiful. The problem is I really don't like chocolate. And of course, it was mostly chocolate. And if I do eat chocolate, it's dark, and it was a milk chocolate box. So I took the jelly beans out of it and gave the rest to my sister. So it worked out fine. It's the thought that counts, really. I mean, it was so sweet of them, but it's not really my thing. I'm weird like that, I know. So I'm just taking these flower stickers from the Create 365 sticker packs. This is one of the ones I got recently when they were on sale. I'm just layering that behind my photo. This page is just kind of like a hodgepodge of stuff. That sticker says just like old times, and I love the clear stickers from Mambi, but the writing ones, like the quote ones, you can't see it unless it's just on like a plain white background or a plain black background, which is really annoying. So I have to go over it with a Sharpie to be able to read what it says. So here I'm just journaling. This is actually just a planner sticker that's meant to be like a to-do box or don't forget box, and I used it as a journaling spot instead and just put some faux stitching over the don't forget. And I think it came out okay. So that's something you can do if you need a journaling spot and you have a bunch of planner stickers. Just use a planner sticker, like no big deal. You could even cut the don't forget off if you want. Things don't have to be used for what they are quote-unquote designed for. You can use it for anything. And then these are some sticker flakes that were also in that Happy Mail from Heba. The reason she sent me the Happy Mail is because I was obsessed with these little Japanese girl stickers that she used in one of her Plan With Me's, and she was so generous and sent me some of them to play with. So thank you so much, Heba. I really like them. I end up putting that owl girl on this page. And I was trying to find like a sweet treat sticker to put there, but I didn't feel like that flake was doing it for me. Excuse me. Not enough coffee today. So I just did a collage of like some donuts and cupcakes and stuff. I think I put a heart on there maybe. Oh, as one of those emoticon faces. So yeah, like I said, this page was just kind of like a collage, and I'll probably end up journaling some more on it, but I think that's all I do on camera. Alright, and this is a different day. The journaling you see on these two pages is actually journaling that I did while I was at that hotel that I was talking about. Of course, I brought my stuff with me, so it's just some mermaid marker and some collage and some photos, and that Project Life card was in Heba's package as well. So here I'm just layering more photos onto this page. This is kind of one of my catch-up journal with me's. I cut apart this black doily that I found. I think it came in some Halloween stuff like forever ago, but it's black. It goes with everything. So I just cut it up and used the edges here. And on the left there, I got some new shorts because I had the same shorts since I was like 13 or 14. And I finally had to buy a bigger size, guys. So yeah, I got some new shorts, and I love the sports shorts with the pockets on the side. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but I just absolutely love them. Like, my phone fits perfectly in there because I work at a hotel during the summer, so I wear shorts because it's hot. So it's perfect to put my phone in and stuff. So I just made a little box there to do some journaling about that coffee cup that my dad got me when he went to the falls on one of his Air Force trips. And it matched my sweater and ring that day, so that's why I took that picture. And now I'm just trying to find stickers that match, so I found this date sticker. And I'm just trying to figure out what the date was. Oh, and I didn't have a tab with me when I was at the hotel, but I really, really wanted to put a tab on that Project Life card. So I took one of my flower stickers and just folded it in half and made a tab. And it totally worked. It came out pretty cool. So here I'm just looking through my numbers to find a date. I love dating my page, so I have a whole entire drawer dedicated to numbers and things that have to do with dates. So most of those that you saw were from Courtney's collage sheet printables, and I just divvy them up. So I do 1 through 10, and then the teens, and the 20s, and then the 30s. So it's easier to find what date I'm looking for. And then here on the picture on the bottom, it's a picture of one of my friends and his dog. And he lives in a house with a roommate, and they're guys, so it's really messy. And of course, I had to clean it up because that's what I do. And he moved in like October, and it's now April, and he has cleaned the kitchen, of course, like the dishes and stuff, but he never really cleaned anything else. And I was like, you have to let me do this, like today, this is happening. So I cleaned his house for him. So that's what that page was about. Yeah, and I paper clipped the tip-in that Brie made me to that envelope that she sent it to me in. I really wanted to use it as, like, it looks like a bookmark, so I wanted to use it as that. So I just paper clipped it to the envelope and kind of stuck it out the top a little bit. And when you close the book, it looks really cool. So I'm just adding some more stickers to it. Mind you, I'm wearing the same sweater, so this is the same day, but this is several, like, different times that I've stopped at my desk throughout that day. So this is like the 4th or 5th time I've sat down and kind of worked on this that day. So I just wanted to let you guys know this isn't just like one sit-down marathon. So this is just some distress ink in tea dye, and I think walnut stain is the other color. My aunt's friend was going through a book, and she found this picture, and it's from the 1800s, and it totally looks like me. Like, she was like, this looks like Diane, and my aunt was like, yep, it does. And I just think it's really cool, so I had to include it in my journal. I did some ephemera laying with some Tim Holtz ephemera, and now I'm just taking this lace and ribbon and just kind of tiny attaching them together, and I'm going to glue them on the top of my page. I've been dying to use this black lace for years because I absolutely love it, and I felt that it went really well with this journal page because it gives it like that vintage promiscuous vibe. The book was called nope, forgot. Sorry. It's gone. But yeah. So I wanted to further kind of separate this page. I felt that it was a big jump between the two pages because one's very vintage and the other one is very colorful, even with that craft envelope. So I just put this piece of acetate in there I had out of my scrap bin. And I'm just using, this is my favorite washi of all time that I'm using right now. It's kind of like this lace pattern. I have no idea where I got it. I can't find any more of it, but I absolutely love it. So I thought it went well with that too. And I wanted to like put something on the acetate, so I thought I was going to use the other piece of that tag, but instead I ended up using these Who, What, Where flashcards from the same Tim Holtz ephemera pack that I got the other two pieces from. And on some sticker paper, I wrote past life ? And I'm just cutting that out, and I put a little distress stain on it to make it match the rest of my page. And I had used that piece of ticket and ephemera to journal a bit about on it. So I really like how this page out. I thought it was pretty cool. And I think that's about it, guys. Finally, I feel like I've been talking forever. Oh, gotta add some more staples. Can never have too many tiny staples. I mean, seriously. Okay, so that's it, guys. From behind the page, that stuff did bleed through a little bit onto my drawing, but that's okay. I wasn't like totally upset about it. So I'm just flipping through what I did in this series for you guys. I hope you enjoy. If you liked this, please give me a thumbs up so I'll continue to do more of them. Don't forget to look out for that collab video next week. And subscribe if you have not already so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I will catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.